Well, good afternoon, everyone. Chef AJ here, broadcasting live from my new digs in the desert. And look who I have here, my friend and colleague, Thomas Allen from California Balsamic. I actually saw Thomas this Sunday at Linda Middlesworth's amazing event, Get Healthy Sacramento, where he was one of the vendors. And he has some new flavors that are going to blow your mind. And I was really in a hurry. I had to get out. I didn't have time to taste them, and I felt bad. And it happens to be that he is passing straight through to do a festival where?
Fountain Hills, Arizona.
Never heard of it.
It's right outside of Phoenix.
So anybody that lives in Phoenix, like Lisa, we've got people in Phoenix in the Ultimate Weight Loss Program. Lisa, if you're watching this.
So the show is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, tomorrow, and the next 2 days. It's going to be nasty weather tomorrow on Friday, which is bad luck. But Saturday, Sunday, it's going to be dry, and it's in general going to be all right.
Is it an indoor or an outdoor
No, it's
event?
outdoors.
Oh,
That's
boy.
why I'm bummed. It's supposed to be raining on Friday, but Saturday, Sunday is supposed to be clear. I'm in booth C30.
And the name of the festival again?
The Fountain Hills Festival of the Arts. It's right next to the fountain of Fountain Hills.
And can they get information either on your website or?
It's on the events page on our website.
And your
which
website
will
is
show
California Balsamic.
CaliforniaBalsamic.com.
She wants to be
Hello,
picked up.
baby.
Oh,
Yes,
my God. I'll
you're an
pick
angel.
you up. I've got little Bailey here. We'll pick you up, but you got to come over here. So wait till you see these new flavors. Well, see them. Wait till you taste them. Right now, you're going to see me tasting them. So tell us about the new flavors.
Okay, the first one is lavender, a lavender
Wow.
balsamic. We've had this for a few months. It's on our website right now, and it's just a simple balsamic vinegar flavored with lavender. Now, this is a not actual lavender, it's a lavender flavoring,
Wow.
and SOS free, of course. And it's just loaded with lavender for the people who like lavender.
I love the white balsamics. I mean, for savory, I like the dark ones for some reason, but for salads, I prefer the lightness of the light.
The cute story behind lavender balsamic is we developed this for the Lavender Festival in Sequim, Washington. We sent the promoter a sample of the lavender balsamic, and they said, "You can't be in our festival. We don't allow lavender products sold at the
That's
Lavender
so funny.
Festival."
And so, but it ended up being a really popular one, right?
And we ended up using it anyway, and that we just got a big kick out of that we couldn't
It's
be in the
delicious.
Lavender Festival.
I can see this on all kinds of possibilities with vegetables.
Now, for years, we've been asked by our customers to make a lemon balsamic without oil, and we did. And so we're calling this Simply Lemon, and it has just got a
It's
boatload
really
of lemon in it for any vegetable, any salad.
You know, it's hard for us to see the comments because he wears glasses and I can't see worth
I
the
can't
crap.
see
But Sherry said she needs a good salad dressing. All of your flavors are a good salad dressing. That's what I use. So here we go with Simply Lemon. Now, you can always try these at his festivals, but when you have access to them, try them on what you're actually going to eat them on, because then you'll know for sure. I love this. I love this one.
Lemon's always
I
been our
love this
bestseller.
one.
And now that we have it SOS free without oil, this is going to be big. We know it, because we've been asked for years to make this.
Sherry, that's the answer, right? Oops, right here, the lemon.
Yeah.
No one doesn't like the lemon one.
Yep. So
white balsamics are made from white grapes and dark balsamics from purple grapes? Is that how it works?
In general, light green grapes, the Spergola grape is a light green grape. And when you're making vinegar, you always start out by crushing the grapes, getting all the juice.
Do you actually do that?
Absolutely
like
not.
Lucy, you don't stomp on them barefoot or anything?
Balsamic vinegar is only made in Modena, Italy.
Well, how did they get a patent on that or a copy or a monopoly on that?
They've been doing balsamic vinegar in Modena, Italy for 700 years.
And so they're the only ones in the whole world.
Just like champagne is only made in the Champagne region of France, balsamic vinegar is only made in the Champagne region, or in the Modena region of Italy.
So, sometimes at a grocery store or like at a cheap restaurant, the balsamic is terrible. Is that still made in?
It is made in Modena, Italy. It's just very young. If it's young,
it's so bitter.
tart,
it's so
bitter.
acidic. I can't even eat it.
Oh, it makes my jaw hurt thinking about it.
It's
so
not good.
I don't like those.
That's why if that's been your only introduction to balsamic vinegar, you got a whole world opening up to you.
Yeah, it's fun watching people say, "I don't like balsamic," and I ask them, "Have you ever had a good balsamic?"
And the answer
they say,
is no.
"Well, probably not. Try one drop of ours, and then if you still don't like it, you won't like balsamic vinegar ever. And we have so many people who say, oh, this is fantastic. They just never had a good balsamic in the past.
So Peggy's saying she needs grapefruit. That's one flavor you don't have.
No, we don't have grapefruit out there. And I'll try to work on them in the future, but we've got 55 flavors
55
now.
flavors, that's amazing.
And it just makes me crazy to have
that's
them
like you could eat a different vinegar
sizes.
every single week,
Oh,
you know?
it makes me crazy.
It's funny because like when I eat raisins, I always find that the yellow raisins are sweeter than the purple raisins, and I'm finding that the white balsamics are sweeter than the others.
Yep.
Which is probably why I like them.
Since you've asked me to make a smoked product out there, I did.
This is so good. I have a new recipe with barbecue sauce that I'm going to show next week on Weight Loss Wednesday. So if you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, please subscribe. And this made the best barbecue sauce.
Now, the lavender is on our website right now.
It tastes like ribs. I mean, what I remember when I was like younger.
But
this is delicious, guys.
The smoked hickory and the lemon are not on my website, nor will they be on the website for about 3 weeks.
Tom, here's a nice comment. Thomas is so patient and offers top-notch customer service. Can't wait to try my first order. That's
it's all Roz out there.
Roz,
yes. Hi, Roz.
And his birthday's next Thursday, everyone. So let's
62 next week. Oh dear me!
Boy,
oh,
you're
God,
old.
take me away.
Well, that vinegar obviously is a very good preservative because you don't look at.
So the lemon and the smoked hickory are going to be available for Chef AJ people when you're ordering anything and you want to tell us what 2 complimentary stocking stuffer freebies that you get. We call them Chef AJ family freebies.
They come in this bottle here.
The cute little tiny.
So when you get your 2 free samples, it's not the 3-ounce bottle. It's 1.8, kind of like the alcohol bottles on the airplane.
Exactly.
But these are great because when you go to a restaurant and you want to sneak you don't have to sneak it in. You take your vinegar in. This is almost too much for one serving and one person.
Way too much.
And so this is like perfect for 1 to 2 people.
Yep.
And it fits discreetly in your purse or pocketbook. So I love this one for when I go to restaurants. I love this one. I went through TSA. It was no problem. And what you taught me here, I thought you could only get 1 3-ounce bottle through TSA. No, it's just the bottles can't be bigger than 3 ounces. You can get quite a few of these.
Put them in a quart sealed baggie, and I think you can get up to a half a dozen of these into your carry-on luggage. So that's really nice. So the lemon and the smoked hickory, you can ask for those for your freebies.
They're just not available.
But they're not available in quantity unless you call me. We've been sending bigger bottles out to customers, but they're telephone orders only for the bigger sizes.
So if you are undecided, Thomas put together a Chef AJ sampler of my 5 favorite flavors. And they are all the savory ones because I love the sweet ones on salad, but I can't decide which is my favorite of these 2 if I had to pick. It's between blazing habanero and sweet heat. They're similar, but this is much spicier. If you saw my post on Instagram yesterday, what I ate for dinner, this huge roasted henna yam, I actually drizzled a little bit of both because I couldn't decide. So these are amazing. And the raspberry flame is very unique. I love this on rice and veggies. And some people like it as salad dressing. If you don't care for spicy, this is what introduced me to Thomas, was the Gilroy garlic and the teriyaki. And these are not spicy at all. And these are great on all your savory dishes. Now, one of the things he has, and again, make sure you're signed up to be on my mailing list at Eat Unprocessed or on Thomas's mailing list at California Balsamic, is this is not available even for free samples yet. He has created a curry. This is unbelievable.
I'm so excited.
I mean, so I've been trying to figure out some recipes so that when it comes available, and by the way, when the new flavors are available, I'll shoot a video and I'll use them in a recipe. But I have to tell you, I was trying to create a recipe. You don't need a recipe because this is all you need. So the other night I was gone much longer than I thought. I was gone all day. I was starving when I got home, literally starving, and there was nothing really ready. So I microwaved some Trader Joe's organic broccoli, which took me 4 minutes in the steamer, and a bag of organic frozen rice from Trader Joe's, which took me 3 minutes. In 7 minutes, and I put this on it with some chopped scallions. It tasted like a restaurant curry dish. I don't need to figure out what spices. This This is so good, and this is going to change your life once it's available, the curry, I promise.
We're trying to tweak the recipe so that the curry powder doesn't float up to the top, which it does right now.
It does.
And so this is going to take us a couple months to do this. So curry will not be available until end of April, beginning of May at the earliest.
Yeah.
So
this is Rithvik, who's actually Indian and eats this way even though he doesn't need to. He's a 21-year-old college student.
Right.
Rithvik, you are going to love this. Well, Thomas is going to be in Las Vegas at the Ultimate Weight Loss Conference, and I know Rithvik is.
there.
So you'll definitely will have this by Vegas, guys. Absolutely.
Yep. So that's very exciting to think about that. I was so excited to go to a natural food store, the Ukiah Co-op in Ukiah where I live. Looking at their wall of spices in the big fish bowls, and here I saw this sodium-free curry powder, and I went, oh, I have to try this. I tried it, and it's been... All the people who have sampled it said bring it to market immediately.
I was sitting at a festival once watching the people's mind being blown by curry, and they weren't even healthy eaters. You're not sold on Amazon, correct? I see.
Not sold on Amazon. No, I've heard some of my friends who do sell on Amazon said it's more of a pain, and we're only a 5-person operation. My wife Ethel and I own the business together, and then we have 3 other part-time employees, and we're way too small to do huge business. We want to keep it a small family operation.
Jillian says the pomegranate is her favorite. Great customer service as well. Janet loves lavender. Yes, a must try. Oh, Bailey is adorable. That is true. Yeah, you're going to love the lemon rhonda, I promise. Where Bailey's looking for a taste. I'm just scrolling to see if there's any questions that we missed. She likes fruit, although prefer the white because of how the salad looks. Yeah, white is definitely prettier on a salad.
Dark balsamic kind of looks like motor oil on your food, although it tastes good.
Oh, Peggy wants to know if any other citrus fruits are available. Well, we have the unbelievable lemon that is delicious. What other fruit flavors do you have?
We don't have any other necessary citrus flavors that are SOS free.
Now, all your vinegar, and by SOS, I mean, if you're watching me, you probably know SOS means sugar-free, oil-free, salt-free. But in general, vinegar really doesn't have sugar, oil, salt. I mean, vinegar itself doesn't. Any sugar or any grams of carbohydrate is from the grapes.
Yep. So it's all sweet. Now, here's why our balsamic is so much sweeter at 8 carbs and 8 grams of sugars per tablespoon. That's sweet. And it's 4% acidity, so it's not tart. The reason is, in Modena, Italy, where this is made, you're aging the balsamic vinegar in barrels for several years. Usually, I'm going to guess 5 or 6 years. It's still not all that sweet yet. And what happens is they take the same varieties of grapes, the Spergola for the green grape and the Trebbiano for the dark red grape. You crush those, you take the plain grape juice, and you boil it down 50, 60, 70, 80% reduction. And you add that reduction to the balsamic vinegar, and it's dramatically thicker, richer, and sweeter immediately, and it's dramatically cheaper because a real thick 15 to 20-year-old balsamic vinegar, if you go to Modena, Italy, you're going to be stunned at a little 5-ounce bottle of 20-year-old balsamic can be $100.
That's incredible. I mean, 5 ounces is not much more than this. That's like will serve not very many people.
Right.
Who invented balsamic vinegar? Was it like a monk or something?
Yeah, pretty much. About 700 years ago, they just had grape juice and they let it sit, and they realized as it sat. And when it turned from wine, and then to vinegar, they just realized that they could age it, and it got better and better. So they kind of stumbled upon the recipe, as so many things happen, and worked out beautifully.
Yeah, so somebody asked what the website is, and Susan was kind enough to post it. CaliforniaBalsamic.com is the website to order.
Every time you
Gail
look at
loves how fast your orders are sent.
Thank you, Gail.
And... okay.
The telephone number on most of the bottles now is actually my cell phone. So whenever you call the toll-free number or the office number, you're calling my cell number.
You can just call them anytime, day or night. To chat.
I talk to at least 6 to 8 of Chef AJ customers every day.
Okay, I got to talk girl stuff just a second, because we should do a show together on the way back. So Sue says I have awesome hair. I got to thank you so much for that compliment, because let me tell you, I am not a person that likes change. And here I moved from my home of 47 years, the same apartment for 24 years, to a city that I knew nobody. And I'm like, how do you find a hairdresser? How do you find a manicure place? And I went to somebody on a recommendation, and yeah, she did a great job. So thank you for saying that.
This place is gorgeous.
This is a beautiful place to live. So somebody is asking, they said they ordered the Chef AJ sampler, which is great, which are good on salad. So I'm going to be honest, I don't care for the dark personally on salad. The only one of my Chef AJ sampler that I would use on sample is Raspberry Flame. I think, like, we have 3 flavors that we're going to test in a minute that are going to be amazing on salad and greens. But for right now, what I'm going to recommend on the salad that I think is my favorite, doesn't mean it's the best, is the lemon.
Simply lemon.
I served this to regular people, and they loved it.
Ask for a sample of it. We'll be happy to do that.
Right.
Now,
and we got to tell them, you know, guys aren't understanding this, and on Instagram, he doesn't just send you 2 free samples because he's nice. He is nice. You get 2 free samples with any order, no matter how big or small. So you don't just get a sample for saying my name or watching me. You have to actually place some order.
So get one single $10 bottle, and you'll get 2 samples with that one single bottle every time.
Where'd that little sample bottle?
It's right here.
Oh yeah. So remember, this is the 3-ounce bottle that you can get through TSA. You can also get the 1.8.
Oh, yeah.
So you get 2 of this, and if you don't tell him what you want, he's going to call you and ask you. But try some of the new flavors. Use the samples for flavors that you might not want to try.
Now, if you're going to get the Chef AJ sampler set of the 5 flavors, you can swap 1 or 2 of those out.
If you don't like one of them, then swap it out.
If you don't like real hot things, then I don't recommend the Blazing. Even the Raspberry Flame is a little hotter than I care for.
Everybody's like the sweet heat. Nobody's complaining.
Sweet heat is for spice wimps.
Yeah.
I am vice president of the Spice Wimp
but
Club.
it's not.
It's
not
wonderfully mild.
overpowering.
Right.
So let's get to the new flavors.
Okay.
What's neat about these guys is these are herbal flavors they're like infusions. They're not just flavored. They actually, you can see, I don't know if you can see so much, but they actually have the thing. Oh, we got a nice comment from Wendy. Recently received an order from California Balsamic. Big fan. Favorite flavors are, it goes so fast, or teriyaki. Sorry about that. It goes so fast. So let's try the cilantro herb. Oh my God.
We take fresh cilantro, a boatload of it, and put it in the bottle, and we macerate it, and it's actual real cilantro. And it will get stronger and stronger the longer the bottle is.
I'm gonna drink
longer
this
you have
one.
the bottle, it gets stronger and stronger.
Oh my God. This reminds me of this Mexican restaurant I used to go to in LA called Poquito Mas and their Salsa Verde.
Yep. Anybody who likes Mexican food is going to go bonkers over
Can I have
cilantro.
this, please? Can I have this?
As a matter of fact, no. I'm going to sample that to my customers this weekend. If you're in Fountain Hills, I will have these 3 brand new flavors. These are the only ones I brought. I will send you another one. Don't worry.
All right, fresh basil or basil. Is it basil or is it basil? The cilantro.
Potato.
You know, even if somebody didn't like cilantro, I think they would like this. It tastes like salsa verde to me. Okay, this is the basil.
So, we're going to try and find someone in Ukiah to grow us fresh basil, organic, and then we'll have them grow 30 or 40 pounds of it, and we'll make 100 cases of the fresh basil balsamic.
So far, 2 more winners, infusions. All natural. No, I know sometimes people are worried. Like, we're just going to be honest. It's just full disclosure. People, companies, I don't want to say I don't care. Companies can put things in their product as long as they tell us. He sells oil. I mean, he's new to this.
Some of our flavors are oil and vinegars. That's a vinaigrette is oil and balsamic. Right. And we have several vinaigrettes we've been selling for
He's literally just been
decades.
exposed to plant-based, and he did see my lecture, so I think he understands about oil now and why we avoid it. But one flavor does have some sugar, some maple syrup. There's one flavor.
The sweet apple pie is just a little bit. I mean, we're talking in a bottle like this would be a quarter teaspoon's worth of maple syrup that we mix together the cinnamon. We use Vietnamese 5% oil content cinnamon in the sweet apple pie, and to make it so it doesn't clump, we mix it with a little bit of maple syrup, and it works just fine.
Okay, what is the name?
I can't see.
Oh, de novo lipogenesis. This is a question about. Remember, I said that in my
I have no idea
my
what
lecture.
That is.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's all right. You're so cute. So some people worry about natural flavors, and so we're just going to tell you which ones have them, so you can avoid them. If you really you're not the only vinegar company in the world. We have in the desert. There's one that's called All of a Sudden. It's very good. I like what I like, and I don't buy just his. I buy the Neapolitan. You don't.
Sure.
I'm going to show you their flavors because there's a company I have that you don't
I'll try
make.
it.
You don't make huckleberry.
Nope.
I have a huckleberry, so I am not. I like what I like, and I don't.
Sure.
But what I'm trying to say is, not many companies use natural flavors in some infusions or in some formulas. Doesn't mean they use them in all of them.
Right.
So talk about which ones you use them in and why you use them in some of them and why it's sometimes hard to create the flavor. Because I find that the flavors that I really love, not even just from you, like at the place up the street, I'm like, oh, this is real natural. So tell me about it.
So when you're dealing with flavorings, we get them from a company in San Diego. They're all natural flavorings. They've got 10,000 of them, but they have a list that are Whole Foods approved.
The Whole Foods meaning the market.
Right, the Whole Foods Market approved. And we sold our products in Whole Foods Market several years ago, and they were so strict on what ingredients, and they wanted to know every supplier of every ingredient, and they asked about our flavoring, and I told them where they were from, and they said, oh, you're getting it from that list, no problem. So all of our fruit-flavored balsamics have natural flavorings in them. The savory ones, like all my herb ones, the garlic, the peppers, those are all fresh ingredients that we actually grind them up and put them into the vinegar. Our warehouse is toxic when we grind up the serranos and the habanero peppers. You can't be in the warehouse because you're sneezing and coughing. It's like we put pepper spray in there, and that's what the pepper is. The little micro droplets of the serranos and habanero peppers go everywhere, and we're all sneezing and crying and coughing, and we open up the doors, and it's kind of nasty, but
So
it's all fresh.
If it's a savory flavor, there'll absolutely be no any kind of
All
additional
fresh.
flavor.
Yep.
But if now lavender is a savory flavor, right?
No, lavender is a flavor.
It's a flavor.
Lavender
Okay.
is a flavor.
So now you know. But the funny thing is I gravitate towards the savory anyway, so it never was a problem. Speaking of savory, one more. Oh, and Nancy says hi. Nancy, remember Nancy?
Oh, Nancy from
Chino.
Chico.
Chico, sorry, Chico.
Nancy, nice to see you.
Okay, this is dill and mustard seed.
Fresh dill and mustard seeds ground up, and
Oh my God.
we made this years ago, and we brought it back for Chef
Oh
AJ.
my God. This tastes like a pickle.
Yeah, there's a
little-
there you
there
go.
you go.
There he goes. The mustard seeds get caught in the little tiny hole on there, and that's kind of trouble sometimes.
When people say they want pickles, it's really hard to make pickles without salt. You can do
Sure.
it. Ramses Bravo does it at True North. But if you were to put this on a cucumber, this tastes like a pickle. So I'm going to vote. It's going to be, let me just see which one. I'm going to give you my opinion, which is the 1, 2, 3.
And your opinion is the most important opinion of all. Thank you very much.
All right. This is going to be my third favorite, only because, well, let me double check. Hold on.
And it always depends
they're all
on
so
individual
good. This is just a little bit strong, but basil is a strong herb, you know? It's going to be really hard to decide between which of these two are my favorite.
Cilantro and dill mustard seed, yeah.
They have different uses. When do you think you might have these flavors available
Probably
for purchase?
these won't be available for the 3 herbed flavors will probably be available in by May.
Well,
it's going to be several months because we have to have them analyzed. Got to make sure the pH level is okay. Make sure that that everything's on the up and up. We always send them to UC Davis to have them analyzed.
Nice.
And so that takes 4 to 6 weeks. Then you got to get labels, and it makes me crazy to
As
take
long
so
as you
long.
have them by Vegas, and if you haven't
Oh,
bought
yes.
your ticket to the Live Ultimate Weight Loss Conference, I'm still happy to give you a discount code. Contact me for that. You won't get the early bird pricing anymore, but you'll still get at least $200 off, and you can meet Thomas, and then you can taste all his flavors.
We'll have at least 20 SOS-free flavors at the conference.
Do you have all your nutritional information on your website?
Pretty much, yes. Every flavor has the nutritional content
Nice.
on it.
Are
Just
they
click on the
pretty
picture.
similar? I mean, in terms of
Oh, they're
color?
all similar. They're all exactly
So
the
it's
same.
about like 38 calories a tablespoon?
So white
or-
balsamic is 30 calories
for a tablespoon.
for a tablespoon, and the dark balsamic is 36 calories.
I know, and
That's
people
it.
like are saying it's crack. I mean, who drinks a bottle of this stuff? This is so flavorful. I would say that it lasts a long time. And what I really like about these 3-ounce bottles, even if you buy the big ones, which you should, it's probably more cost effective. What I really like about these 3-ounce bottles is it just squeezes so nicely on my
You
stuff.
put exactly how much you want, where you want.
So
on
what I
your
do is
food.
I got the little bottle and then I refill it so then I can and also it makes it pretty this way too.
Yep.
But I would be very surprised very surprised if when I'm eating a salad or a savory dish, I'm having more than 2 tablespoons.
Yeah.
You don't
Generally
need it
2
when,
tablespoons
I mean,
more than enough.
Right. So, yeah.
And more often, when you're using these, use them as finishing sauces. Cook your food any way you want, and then put your food on your plate and use this at the very end to finish the dish. And that way you use the least amount of product and you get the most flavor. So that's
don't
something
cook with it.
I
It's
always
a waste.
recommend.
It's a waste, you know.
Now, the only time I do recommend cooking with it is if you're barbecuing and you're putting some, like on vegetable kebabs on the grill. Oh, then I want to put a little bit of sweet heat or Gilroy garlic on it because it will caramelize with high heat. Do it the last 5 minutes on the maximum heat and it will caramelize, and oh, it's just so delicious. But then I put them on my plate with a bed of quinoa, and then I put another couple teaspoons right over the top as a finishing sauce again.
Sauce, yeah. These
That's
are so
key.
flavorful. You don't need a lot, guys, and especially if you toss your salads. I like to toss my salads rather than putting it on, because then you end up using less. That's one thing my mom taught me, is we always did light dressing. I mean, growing up, even when we had rich salad dressings, like, fattening ones, she always dressed our salads very light, you know?
So the last thing I want to say is to be sure that whenever you're going to order anything with Chef AJ, on the checkout page, there is no promo code. It's just simply on the checkout page. Right next to where you type in your name is the leave us a message box. In that box, you type Chef AJ and then tell us the names of the 2 flavors you want to sample as freebies.
Yeah, and try the new ones that aren't available yet for purchase. The
lemon
and the
smoked.
Also, what I'd like to ask you guys, please, is be kind to the planet and recycle these. So if if keep them, we're going to tell you a great use for them. Not only refilling them with the bigger bottles, but when you travel, you can wash these out and put all your toiletries in here. You can put your shampoo, your body wash, your conditioner, and save these. These are perfect for getting through TSA.
I have all 3 of my soap, lotion, and shampoo in these little bottles in my van right this minute, and I've been using them last night. They're just so ridiculously convenient. I've been using them for years, and will continue doing that for years to come.
Nice.
All is good.
Well, let's just see if there was any. I'm going to move this a little closer. I hate to be this close, but I can't see with my old eyes to see if there's any questions. You guys can just look at the top of my hair.
Can you buy from Amazon? No,
can't buy from Amazon. Nancy shared. Thank you. You bringing your Tupperware bowl to Marion. Yeah, that's right. So what I do is I travel with a Tupperware bowl so that I can shake. I put the dressing in and I shake it, because I can't eat a salad with dressing like that. Let's see. We'll be taking these when we eat out, says Kathy. Absolutely. Ooh, good question from Cara. Do you need to keep them refrigerated?
No refrigeration needed ever.
Yeah. Dill flavor will hopefully be ready by May, Peggy. Absolutely. Jillian likes to refill it. Dill flavor is not available yet, Laura. It's dill mustard.
Dill mustard.
This is a great question. I'm glad I took the time to let you see it. Will you do pre-orders for Vegas? Because maybe people want big bottles, especially people that are driving,
I will only have 3-ounce, 1.6-ounce, and 8-ounce bottles in Las Vegas. But if you pre-order, I will bring the 12.7 ounces for the people who pre-order them, because I can't have so much stuff with me.
Nice.
Okay. So that'll be fine.
Shelley says it sounds good. Shelley is the one that did the portrait of Bailey. You guys have to check her out, her website for pet portraits. What do you like on? Okay, no, that's somebody. Yeah, cucumbers, dill. How do you use that one? Oh my God, dill would be great on rice. And everything's great on rice.
Any vegetable will go on dill.
Jeremy says he can't wait to try. Absolutely. Is there a link for the Chef AJ sampler? No link. You have to make a purchase and then just put it in the leave us a message box, right?
Right. So we're trying to put the Chef AJ sampler without a gift box on our balsamic page, but right now it's on the gift page on a gift box. So you can buy it for $47 without a box, or $49 if you do want a gift set.
So Peggy wants to know if these need to be refrigerated.
Yeah, no refrigeration for any balsamic vinegar ever.
Yeah, so Beverly, he just repeated how to get the 2 samples. Yep. And how long do they last?
Now, use up the balsamic vinegar in about 1.5 years, 18 months. Long time.
And what happens if you don't? Like, does it go bad, or does it just not taste as good?
It starts getting more tart. over time.
So it's still technically
Oh, yeah.
edible, and
Oh, my
maybe you
gosh.
could use it for something, but it won't have
The white balsamic vinegars, like the lemon, will slowly oxidize and they'll get a little darker. They'll get kind of like the color of the curry here, just that's curry powder making that dark. But that's the color that a white balsamic will get over time as it oxidizes very slowly. The dark is already black, so it won't oxidize near as much, but they will get a tiny bit more tart after, 2 years.
And you sell just the dark and the light, which, right?
Well, we don't have the tiny ones on we don't sell them individually.
But you do sell them, because I noticed that a lot of the companies that sell these flavored vinegars don't sell the mother vinegar.
Oh, we don't sell the mother. We do have
You
plain
said the
white.
children of the mother.
Yeah. We do have plain white, premium white balsamic, and classic dark balsamic. They're available in all sizes. But we're also putting a little 6-pack of the tiny bottles on our balsamic page so that you can simply order a 6-pack and then you customize with whatever 6 little stocking stuffer size you
great.
want. We're going to do a 6-pack and a 10-pack available.
And look, you can put them right up your sleeve. Nobody will even know. You can go to the restaurant, see?
Presto.
Somebody mentioned a beet flavor would be nice. Have you ever done anything
Beet
with
flavor.
beets?
I have not, but I certainly would consider that.
Yeah.
I would just, juice the beets and put the beet juice right into the balsamic.
Maybe.
I'll try it.
All right. Well,
And
great.
if you have a flavor, an herb or a spice, as long as the spice is sodium free, let me know and we'll try it.
And make sure you like Thomas on his Facebook page, California Balsamic, and
Yep.
we're going to have some contests coming up, and he's very personable. You can meet him in Vegas.
We're going to be doing a boatload of festivals
Yeah,
throughout
talk
the
about
year.
where you're gonna be.
We do 70 festivals a year.
Oh my gosh.
1 in California, 2 in Washington, a couple in Las Vegas, and everything else in Arizona and California.
If you have a Veg Fest, write Thomas, because we need to get the vegans to know about this product. So Portland Veg Fest, I have connections. I don't speak at very many other ones, but if you have a Veg Fest in your city, let Thomas know, and maybe he can contact the organizer, because we're having the date festival right now. And I went yesterday to the county fair, and you wouldn't have competed with anyone. There was nothing like this. There was basically junk food and dates, which aren't
Right.
junk food, but I think you would have done really well there.
Yep. So on our website, californiabalsamic.com, click on the events page, and you're going to see the events that we have for February and March. And then we put them on for April, May, June, July. We usually only go about 2 months out.
They want to know if you're coming to San Diego, Michigan, or New York.
So no Michigan or New York. I grew up in Birmingham, Michigan. I would love to go there and see friends and family there. San Diego, we do one event a year in Del Mar at the Del Mar Harvest Festival Christmas Craft Show in October.
You must have a lot of miles on your van.
My van had 540,000 miles on it.
Oh my gosh.
And we are just retiring that van now, so we're not using it anymore. We had that for 20 years. Oh.
Sherry's saying Asian flavors, or like lemongrass, but to me the teriyaki is an Asian flavor, you know?
Yep.
Okay.
So all is good. But we're going to keep coming out with, we're going to try to find a source of tarragon. I made one bottle
that
of
was
tarragon
delicious.
balsamic.
Oh my God, that was delicious. It kind of tasted a little like fennel.
I have to find a supplier who can get me pounds and pounds
Oh my
of
God.
it.
I didn't even think I
without buying
liked
it at a
tarragon.
supermarket.
So someone asked if you have orders over 100, if they get something extra special.
So if you're ordering over $100 a bottle, we put an extra 3-ounce bottle into every order, so you'll get your 2 little ones and a bigger one as well.
And isn't it flat rate shipping?
Flat
in the
rate.
United States?
$8.95. I don't care what you're getting. I don't care where it's going. $8.95.
Nice.
And people sometimes say, "Oh, that's a lot." And I say, "Oh, it is
You
not
have
a
no
lot."
idea it's a lot. Oh my God, I just ordered like
3/4 of all of our orders cost more than $9 for us to ship. So we lose a little bit on 3/4 of our shipping.
Jeremy
to
says
the
that
Midwest
it's
and the East
high
Coast.
octane. The vinegar is high octane,
Yes,
and it's
it is.
delicious. All right, well, if you have nothing else to say,
My-
coconut
my-
white balsamic SOS free.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
My first experience with balsamic vinegar was when I was 40 years old. I had never had it before that, and I tried it for the first time and went, this is sweet and good.
I know, it's so good.
I only used vinegar to pour it into water to wash my grandmother's windows. That was my only experience with vinegar.
Well, it's really a game changer for people wanting to eat healthy and not eat oil especially, and it really is enough for salad dressings. You can certainly make salad dressing, but you don't have to, because with 55 flavors, that's your dressing, that's your sauce. It makes life a lot easier.
All the SOS-free flavors are only on the balsamic page. We're going to put Chef AJ's name on that page just so you'll recognize it.
Right, because you don't accidentally order the oil, the vinaigrettes.
The vinaigrettes or the oils, don't go to those pages. You can look at them, don't touch.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Absolutely.
and all is good. But we're introducing this year 5 new SOS-free balsamic, and next year there'll be 2 or 3 more. I said I am not introducing any more flavors 3 years ago.
Oh my God, Linda and Elizabeth both say they love your vinegar.
Oh, thank you, Linda Elizabeth.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for watching, and hope to see you.
If you go to a festival anywhere in California, tell us you're SOS-free, a Chef AJ follower. You buy anything,
say the secret word.
You'll get your 2 little freebies at a festival as well as online.
Nice.
We take care of our family. And I consider all the Chefites around the world family members.
All right, guys, take care. We'll talk soon. Bye.